Social Simone, I'm going to try to make this quick and brief, okay? You did a video talking about, it was some woman that was in the military. She was a sergeant, 3 stripes, saying that she was trying to budget her way on a $2,200 check. Okay, do you know the only people that were sergeant that were making $2,200 a month were the ones in 2020? 2020. Now you could do the math. Pull up the pay chart to do the math. Take 23% out for payroll taxes. Do the doggone math, okay? Because back then, you had someone, if they had 6 years in 2020, they were paid $3,094 a month. They were paid $2,890 a month. This is in 2020, and this was with 4 years in. So let's do this here, okay? 20% of 2,891.
20% of 2,891 is 578.2.
Oops, wrong percentage. 23% of 2,891.
23% of 2,891 is 664.93.
Okay, minus 2,891 equals 2226. I'm quite sure that that person was not talking about 2020 pay as E5 sergeant with 4 years in the military. I'm quite sure. Yeah, you've been lied to. Now, let's go to the current pay scale. Now, someone walking fresh off the street, if someone was able to walk fresh off the street into the Army as a sergeant E5, 3 stripes, here you go, because the pay is still going to be the doggone same percentage taken out. 23% of 3,220.
23% of 3,220 is 740.6.
Okay, now minus 3,220 equals. That's $2,479. That's not even $2,200. And that is today's 2025 pay scale for sergeant if they could come in as sergeant E5, which you know it don't go down like that. So now it takes how many years on the norm to make sergeant? Normally it takes, 4 to 6 years. So let's go here, okay? Now, 4 years. You know what? I don't even have to calculate all that in, because if they're walking fresh off the street, they're making $3,222. With 4 years in, they're making $3,800. Over that next one is $3,950, and then once you get to your maximum pay, it's $4,124. No way. All this is somebody that is overspending, irresponsible, and needs to be dealt with within her chain of command and sent to a reduction board. That's what needs to happen to her. A reduction board. Then let her deal with her problems as an E4 specialist. Because if she's talking about, because with BAH and all that, BAH is $2,200 flat out for everybody. BAH and BAS together, that's $2,200 extra money that is non-taxed. So, $2,200, right. You've been had. Because see, there's this regulation for indebtedness. You can't pay your bills, you get processed out for that. See, yeah, they could process you out. I know this because I've written 4856s, which I don't know if you know what that is, and processed people out. I have caused, well, they caused, but I wrote it up real nice, congressional investigation and got 2 different chains of command relieved of duty from the top all the way down, first sergeant all the way down. So I don't know. Oh, and I could show you proof. Me and getting out of Army. That was 2012. Okay, 2012. So it ain't like I was way, way, way in the back in the old school Army. No. So yeah, I don't know, but I'd love to have a doggone do a streamcast, whatever, and we talk about it live and direct in front of civilians and use terms that civilians can readily identify with. Because see, I deal with facts. Okay. And let me see. What's the Army regulation on indebtedness? Oh, that falls under AR 600-15 and AR 600-4. They cover that. And then you got AR 608-71. I mean AR 608-99. My bad. When you get those soldiers that their wife is leaving them and they think that they're entitled to all of the BAH, they are not. So AR 608-99 states exactly what they get and this and that, and then they end up pissed because they don't get the whole BAH. Come to paperwork, boy. See, unlike Wakandans and Blackistan, I read and research. I love it. You know, I'm not your common everyday blick, okay? It's like not only do I like to read, I actually wrote a book on a little something, something. So, deuces.